Video, I want to talk about the rise in cancer we have seen after the introduction of a certain product that was hoisted upon us and that many people took. I always thought it was very odd that King Charles and Kate Middleton both got cancer at the same time. Like if two people in a household got sick from botulism, for example, which is very rare, we would assume that those two people must have gotten it from the same source because they both got sick at the same time and they both got sick at the same time with a rare illness. And I personally have heard these stories in my own life, not on the internet, but in my own personal life. I've heard stories of people who say, yes, my mother and my father took this thing and they both were diagnosed with cancer very shortly after. And all over social media, when you read the comment sections of posts, you see stories of people who say they know someone who has developed a very aggressive form of cancer after getting this injection.
In here with us, and we are talking about rare cancers and the numbers of them post-COVID. What's going on here?
So kind of an extension on our discussion earlier this week, talking about this rise in the rate of cancer, specifically rare cancers. And there has been a much discussion and a new Washington Post article that really goes into this, about this discussion on anecdotal reports and small evidence that associates COVID infections with the development of cancer.
So we're still ignoring the elephant in the room, I see. Hello? So we're still ignoring the elephant in the room, I see. Hello, Zachary Levi, the actor who starred in Shazam, was friends with actor Gavin Creel, who was diagnosed with a rare form of cancer in July of 2024 and died just a few months later in September of 2024. And Zachary is adamant that the shot is what took his friend's life.
So a few weeks ago, my friend Gavin Creel died. He was 48 years old. He was one of the healthiest people I knew. I would always want to go and get drinks afterwards, and a few of us would always go get drinks, and Gavin would always be like, nah, I gotta go home, and I gotta be with my dog. And he ate well, he took care of himself, he was active, he was a healthy man. And a few weeks ago, out of nowhere, I'm on Instagram, and I see a mutual friend had posted that Gavin had died. And I, without a shadow of a doubt, I believe that Gavin Creel would be alive right now if that stuff didn't get put into his body.
When I started researching for this video, it was a very interesting endeavor because most mainstream sources are paid by Big Pharma and they protect Big Pharma. When I used Google,